So, hello everyone, welcome to another insightful episode of Expert Ed series, where I bring you insights from the most inspiring and accomplished professionals regarding personal and professional transformation. Now, today I have the immense honor of hosting Sapna Bhatia, who has specialized focus on English grammar, creative writing, public speaking, vocabulary building, and personality development. And her slogan, which I really love the most, is fear to confidence, that is from nervous to natural. How to make communication and public speaking easy. That's the topic of discussion here. So, welcome, Sapna, to this episode.
Thank you so much, Jyoti, for inviting me, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. And I would like you to give a brief introduction about yourself for people to know more about you.
I think you have said most of the things about me from whatever information you could gather about me. So I started my journey as an English trainer, and when it comes to English itself, the language itself is quite vast. It talks about writing, speaking, reading, and listening, the four pillars of English. Then, and the audience would be surprised that I myself was one time had the fright of stage, and today I'm training others. So that's how I got into this profession. I overcame my own fear, and today I'm training others to fight their fears. And that's how the title came, from nervous to natural, where you can be your own being and present your thoughts fearless.
Wow, that's incredible. So, Sapna, to start with, I will ask you what is the most common reason that you think people feel nervous or anxious when it comes to public speaking or communication?
See, when it comes to getting anxious or nervous, this is something quite human. Human brain is designed in a way whenever we find something new or something challenging, we tend to get nervous. And especially when it comes to public speaking or communicating, that makes people worry. The fear of judgment creeps inside them, that they would be making some mistakes and they might forget something that they have prepared. And even sometimes it is the lack of confidence because of some bad experiences or being shy, underconfident, that stops them. So to overcome this, one simple practice that I tell my learners, that they should be comfortable with themselves. They should keep practicing, speak in front of the mirror, record themselves, or speak in front of friends, families. So it is all about practice. Even when I run my sessions or I have to deliver somewhere, so I practice myself.
Mm-hmm.
So practice is the key.
Wow. So, very nicely explained, Sapna. I heard from one of the top speakers from US, I guess. Her name is Jen Gottlieb, and she runs a show on Instagram which is Get Ready with Jen. And she says this beautiful thing: we look out for stages, we have stage fright and all these things. But the point is, the biggest stage is in your pocket, that's your mobile. So if you are having a stage fright, just go on any social media and talk your heart out. More like 50% of the people will not like you, will not, you don't need an acknowledgement or an affirmation that they have to like you, but be your authentic self, as rightly said by you.
That's correctly said. Being authentic will take you a long way. And even if you're getting a negative feedback, there is always a scope of refinement and improvement. You can work on yourself and you get better with each day. But having that fear and not facing it, I think that is what makes people miserable, and they don't get the growth they are looking for.
Yes. Now, my next thing I would like to ask you is, how can developing active listening skills help individuals become more confident communicators and public speakers? Because I have seen that people are in rush of talking. They'll hear something just to put their point and what is their viewpoint. So how can active listening skills help them become more confident?
Firstly, I would like to begin with that we are living in an era where everyone speaks to react they listen to react rather than responding. They are waiting for their turn to speak it out rather than just listening the other person to finish it off. And as I always tell my learners, to be a good speaker, you need to be a good listener, because when we are speaking, we are reiterating our knowledge. Whereas when it comes to when you're listening to others, you are valuing them firstly, their viewpoints, and you gain knowledge as well. So it is very essential to listen to others firstly, and it helps in boosting confidence because you're gaining something. First, you're gaining knowledge, and it shows that you value others' opinions and thoughts. It strengthens your connections with them, and you can understand your audience better as well, and you can craft your message much more effectively. Because if you would be speaking, that shows how self-obsessed you are, and you're indifferent to others' feeling. So it is very essential to understand others' perspective, what they are looking for. So you should be always open and receptive when it comes to listening. As I mentioned in the very beginning, reading, speaking, listening, and writing all are the 4 pillars of be it English or communication.
Wow. So, Sapna, the next thing that I would like you to emphasize on is you already have shared that you need to practice, be it mirror exercise or whatever you want to deliver, you need to practice. But apart from that, I would like you to put some emphasis on some practical tips on how to use your body language, because body language is an important part of communication. So how should we use our body language effectively to project confidence and engage the audience during a presentation or maybe a public speaking event?
When it comes to being a good speaker, your body says it all. Because when you are nervous, it will be reflected through your body. Firstly, your body will be trembling, and then your voice would be shaking. So surely you need to work on that. So indeed, body makes a lot of impact when it comes to your communication skills, be it your facial expressions, be it your hand gestures. Because a friendly face will take you a long way. You are able to make new connections. People feel more comfortable if your body is more calm and you look friendly. Moreover, when it comes to your hand gestures, I have seen mostly people, they struggle with either they would be sitting or standing like a statue and just speaking, and if they are trying to use their hand gestures, it's going to be very robotic, or they would be fumbling in the process. They will not be able to create a balance between their speaking and the hand gestures and their facial expressions. So I would suggest a few tips from my end to enhance body language. Firstly, as I said, that smile can brighten up someone's day, and it will appear that you are very friendly. But body language is something that is not that shows that you are defensive, be it your crossed legs or be it you're crossing your arms. So that should not be done. Sometimes people, they're nervous, and it is reflected through their fidgeting or doing excessive movements. So that is also a distraction for your audience. So one should avoid doing that. Even slouching, a proper posture while standing or sitting, that shows that how confident you are and how much communicative you can be.
Wow. So yeah, very nicely explained about the body language. And there is a famous personality on internet which I follow a lot, Win Jiang. What he emphasizes on is how to articulate your words, your communication, how to use your hands, how to use your face, and how you should emphasize on each and every word that you are about to utter and you will be uttering. So that is very important, and Win Jiang is a go-to person for that, for being expressive. If you are not expressive, how the tonality matters a lot. So thank you for that. Now, in your experience, what role does verbal communication, as in tone, pace, pauses, etc., play in conveying confidence and keeping the audience engaged?
I think these are the pillars of public speaking when it comes to your pace, your pitch, and the pauses. When it comes to your writing, we use punctuations so that people get to know the different emotions, like is it a question, is it some gesture behind that, like exclamation marks and commas to take a pause. Similarly, when you're speaking, surely you're not going to say, okay, full stop, a comma is there or something. That has to be reflected through your speaking, that the sentence is over or multiple phrases are coming into existence. So you have to show it through that. Even the tone, as you have just mentioned, how you're speaking, it's all in the way of your presenting, how you're presenting it. The pitch is, if you are too loud, nobody would love to listen to you. You have to be pleasing. And if you are going to be very meek, surely you will not be able to persuade others. So it is very much essential how you present, how you speak. And mostly I have observed the people who have stage frights, they just rush because they just want to finish it off and take a sigh of relief and they become breathless. But as it is said, how you articulate, it depends on the pauses you are taking so that the variation is coming. Even when it comes to a painting, the highs and lows, it makes the painting beautiful, the curves. Similarly, in speaking, you have to articulate in a way people don't remember the whole sentences, the whole speech. They will memorize your message through the emphasis you have made on certain words. That's how they'll be able to pick up the message you want to convey through your speech.
Yeah. Yes, Sapna, I can so much relate to it because Vin Jiang has this famous analogy which says your voice is like a piano and you are just using one or two notes on that. Just one or two. So you are always blank, you are always calm, composed, you don't know where to put intonation and all. So that makes your speech or your communication go blank. Now, I'll just share one story about my own life. I was in class 8 and my father was a teacher at that point in time. He was in school and he asked his daughter to be on stage in one of the shows and present something on technology. I remembered everything. I by-hearted that. I practiced that in front of the camera and everything I did. But when that was my first speech of my life. So when I went on stage, I just went blank. And people were laughing at me at that point in time. I went back home. I cried my heart out. At that point in time, we were talking about confidence here also. So at that point in time, my father told me, just imagine the people sitting in front as cabbages or cauliflower. They are not humans, right? So don't get scared by people looking at you and they will make faces or they will create some sort of mimicry. But having the guts, if we will ask any one of them to come and talk on stage, they will be absolutely blank. So my next question is related to that. If someone finds themselves going blank or losing their train of thought during a presentation or a conversation, what strategies would you recommend to regain composure and get back on track?
This is a very common situation. We all have experience, I think, at certain point of time. The mostly thing, people, they make blunder. That gets reflected that they are blank. So first thing, you only know your content, no one else knows. So that should not be reflected. That should not come on your face that you have forgotten something. Gather your thoughts, whatever is coming to your mind, just express it or involve someone from the audience by putting up some question. Whatever you have spoken so far, that okay, what you could make out of it, what are your insights? And then meanwhile, you can gather your thoughts and express it. That is the best way to do.
Wow.
But people usually, they just get, oh, I have made a blunder, and sometimes they apologize, they leave. But I think the best way is, you know your content, no one else. So gather your thoughts, involve someone and keep going. So that is the best way to do.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, they make it so obvious for people to know, yeah, she broke up or he broke up or he did not remember the lines and all. So that's very interesting. That comes the nervousness or anxiety part of it. When people feel that thing, they get automatically in that zone where I am not able to perform up to my expectation or if there is someone else involved. Now, having said that, how can individuals effectively manage their nervousness and anxiety in high pressure communication situation, maybe in job interviews, client meetings, or public speaking assignments?
So first of all, deep breathing helps a lot when it comes to calming your muscles and nerves. So like yoga or mindfulness, it always help. And they also encourage on meditation is all about focus on your breath. Even yoga is all about just controlling your breath. So first thing, deep breathe whenever you are experiencing some nervousness or you are feeling some stress. So even the soldiers, they do that because I think they are the ones who they face the adversities. So that's how they are being trained, how to handle that stress. So focus on the breath firstly, that will calm your mind. And the more you will be practicing, the more you will be confident, the more familiar you will be with your content. That gives you the confidence. One thing is that, and assuring yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who else will believe in you? So it is very mandate to believe in yourself. And I always tell my learners, can I do it or I can do it? Same 4 set of words, but the arrangement makes the whole difference, that how confident you are. Just affirm yourself whatever you want to be and visualize your success. The moment you do that, the shift will come from the negative mindset to the positive one, and that's how you can be really successful. But first you need to believe in yourself, and if somehow you're not able to, affirm it to yourself. Because that's how our human brain is designed, and these things have been trending a lot nowadays, that be it breathing exercises, visualizations, or affirmations.
Yeah, very nicely explained, Sapna. And today only fortunately, I watched this video of Vivek Agnihotri, and who is telling that some point in time there will come, whenever you are taking a step ahead, a step uphill, then will come the criticism or some people making jokes or commenting on whatever you are doing. You are taking a step up, so people will be there to comment. So he's saying you should be the first person to vote for yourself start of the day. When you start voting for yourself, there may be people who are your best friends or bestest of friends so far. Even they may change parties, they may go and vote for any other party, but your vote should always go to yourself start of the day itself. So that's very important, Sapna. And my next question is related to that. When dealing with criticism or challenging questions during a presentation or maybe public speaking event, what techniques can help speakers project confidence while addressing the concerns respectfully as well?
As the quote goes, that confidence is the best outfit that you can wear. So firstly, be confident. And secondly, another thing, to be on a lighter note, that reminds me that you're not Rajma Chawal, that you can please everyone. We all are different. So surely everyone is going to be different, and they must be having different opinions, and we should respect that difference. It's perfectly fine if they are not agreeing to it. So I think you should take the feedback respectfully, that other person at least paid attention, and he or she, they are trying to share their perspectives. So, but be mindful while responding, that first you need to analyze that whatever the feedback you have received, is it really something has to do with you or not? Or is it someone else's frustration? It could be a state of mind, it can be anything. So don't take it personally, analyze it. And if you think, something has to be worked on, so surely you should try to improve yourself. And I always tell that be open and receptive, then only you can grow. If you are so stubborn and arrogant, nobody is going to give you feedbacks and you'll be stagnant. So we should be open to feedbacks, and we should really analyze them, that where we need to fix things, where we went wrong, and look at the good side as well, that where things really went well. So that's how we can really grow in life, rather than just creating a barrier because of some criticism we got and not moving ahead, sticking to it. So it purely depends on you. You need to be tactful, looking at the good. As it said, good and bad, they coexist. So nobody is perfect.
Yeah, very nicely explained, Sapna. And one thing that since I am working with corporates who are feeling stuck in their career, and they need a lot of things. Maybe their self introspection is required, their confidence is required, the way they speak in maybe team hurdles or team meets or board meetings, all these things are required. So for these corporates who are eventually my people, so could you share some exercises or practices that individuals can incorporate into their routine to improve their public speaking and communication skills gradually?
Firstly, speaking, as I said, is a journey. So you should keep on speaking on a regular basis, be it with your family members, colleagues, friends, or wherever you get a chance, be it to give a presentation or something. So you can be even part of some speaking clubs or I have many clients with me who have just joined the sessions for the purpose because they don't have an environment where they get to speak. So that they stay informed, that's why they just keep on taking sessions so that they don't get outdated.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it is the consistency that really matters. You can record yourself. Sometimes even people call and customer care numbers just to the beginners. I'm not talking about so even they do that just to polish their skills. So it is a matter of speaking. The more you speak, the more fluency and the more confidence you gain. And surely try to be part of some clubs, as I have mentioned, that really gives you a lot of exposure. And rather than taking it as a mental toll, oh, I need to give a presentation, I think you should always grab the opportunity where you can fight your fears rather than escaping from them. Because the best way to overcome the fear is to face it.
Yes, very important. Now, in your opinion, definitely there comes a moment wherein there is a mindset shift required, or people have to prepare themselves mentally before they go on to that stage and deliver the topic. So, in your opinion, what are the key mindset shifts or mental preparation necessary for individuals to overcome their fear of public speaking and communicate with confidence?
So I would suggest, because people they carry some past mindset in the sense that where they must have fumbled or made some errors, they went blank. So rather than reminiscing all the bad memories, I would suggest focus what you can achieve. This is the chance where you can achieve and you can just rock and you can do your best. So rather than focusing on the potential failures, the focus should be on the success. So that shift is really important, where you are focusing. As it is said, where attention goes, energy flows. Mm-hmm. So make sure that you focus what you desire on the desired outcome rather than on the negative traits that you're speaking, how effectively you are presenting. So all these things really play an important role.
Oh, wow. So, Sapna, like you are already a trainer, a coach, and a mentor for a lot of people, and I wish you all the good luck. Now, for people who have not yet started their journey, they are sitting in their own cocoon, in their own comfort zone, and just thinking of that auspicious Holi or Diwali or Durga Puja or that Eid or Bakrid, whatever. So, as a seasoned communication coach, what would be your advice for individuals who are just waiting for that auspicious day to start their journey towards becoming more confident and effective communicators and public speakers?
I would like to say auspicious day is the day you make up your mind, and it is the present moment, it is the now. That is the power of now. You don't have to wait for your birthdays, anniversaries, or any special occasions. So you have to clear the cluster that you have in your mind, all the negative things, just clear it off. It's Diwali cleaning time. I think you need to clear all the negative aspects from your mind, wash it out and take the step. That is the power of now. Live the moment. You never know what will be coming tomorrow. Even we don't know what will be coming next moment. So the time you need to take is, the step is right now. Just take it and do it, and it will take you a long way rather than creating barriers in your own path.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say to everyone. And that's how even I started. When I started my job it was a massive shift from being English trainer to a public speaking coach. The person who herself had the stage fright one time, and now I'm training others. So I was just apprehensive whether I'll be able to make it. And my trainer, she told me, "You're doing so good and you're doubting yourself. You can take, because you have experienced all those things. So you will be a real good trainer because you will be in their shoes and you can understand and be more empathetic."
Wow, Sapna, that's a really nice discussion, and I'm sure people are gonna take a lot of more insights from you, and definitely they will be able to come out of their comfort zone from being fearful to fearless. The journey ahead. So, Sapna, one important nugget that everyone can take, just one step a day, every day, that is, consistency. Whatever reps that we do, we strengthen our mind and mindset over there. So what is that one step that everyone can do on a daily basis consistently for 30 days, and they will eventually see the result?
Firstly, I think self-talks, they make a lot of difference. So you need to tell yourself whatever you want to see yourself as. If it is the lack of confidence, say I'm confident. If you want to be a good speaker, say assume already that you are the one. That will make things easy. That becomes a belief system. So make sure you do that. Apart from that, consistency. Some people ask me that, ma'am, we struggle with fluency. So I said, I had a long career break, but I never gave up on my skills. I kept on learning something, even at a home, be it with my son or my family members. I always kept interacting in English so that I don't get out of touch of my profession, language, or whatever it is. So one thing is really essential. Don't give up on your dreams or your skills. Keep on doing whatever, no matter what are the circumstances, what is your environment. If you have that zeal within you, you can climb mountains. And if you don't have that, so nobody can ignite that spark in you. So be consistent with your learning process, and so that you don't become stagnant. Affirming yourself with whatever you desire and you dream of, and every day take one step, be it a small one. So that's how you can really do wonders. Because as you yourself said, you will be a cocoon if you're going to be in the comfort zone. The growth surely is a bit uncomfortable, but once you step outside that, you can really touch the sky. We all have that potential. The only barriers are self-imposed.
Yes, Sapna, thank you so much for such great, beautiful insights. And yes, when I started my journey as a coach 5 years back, then at that point in time, I was not being called out on all the stages to speak, being a fresher or not so tenured person. So I started working with LinkedIn and YouTube Lives. So I did 52 to 53 LinkedIn on YouTube Lives. Then I made a point, whenever I'm upset, I'm sad, I just go to Instagram Live and just talk my heart out. So actually the biggest stage that is in our mobile, that is in our pocket, that's in mobile. Choose the best platform that you get motivated on, and just go and talk your heart out. That's very important. So thanks a lot, Sapna, for coming today. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Jyoti. Even let me just be honest, I've been thinking of YouTube for a long while, but could not gather the courage because of the technology I think we still are familiar with. It was the time that you have to commit that was holding me back. So thank you so much for inspiring me and inviting me. So I think it sounds now I'll be much more comfortable with it, and I'll be able to take a step forward just because of you.
Sure, Sapna, that's too much. And one thing I would like you to share with the audience is, if someone wants to speak confidently, wants to become a public speaker, I will definitely give your LinkedIn profile. But apart from that, what are the ways to get in touch with you?
Okay, surely LinkedIn is one, and then TopMate, I'm on TopMate as well. Apart from that, I think right now I'm not doing anything like Insta. It's not just really, I'm not very much active there because I get enough business from LinkedIn and TopMate. Apart from that, I have a job to do, and surely we all have a family to take care of. So surely right now it's just LinkedIn and TopMate I'm available on.
Sure. Thank you so much, Sapna. And any one of you watching this episode, if you want to get in touch with Sapna, check in the description. You will get a link for Sapna's LinkedIn profile. Just go on TopMate. There may be a minimum fee. Just pay that fee to get in conversation with her and talk your heart out. in the journey of becoming the best version of yourself. So thank you once again, Sapna, and all of you watching this. Stay tuned for more episodes of Expert Ed series. Until next time, keep growing, keep challenging yourself, and keep breaking boundaries. Thank you, Sapna, once again.
Thank you so much.
Take care.